Hello everyone. I know you clicked on this video because you are just as excited about the Sephora Holiday Savings event as I am. The Sephora Holiday Savings event has already started for Rouge tier members and it runs until November 7th. As most of you already know, you do have to be signed up to be a Sephora Beauty Insider in order to participate in this event. So if you have not already signed up to be a Sephora Beauty Insider member, you do need to use that link down below in my description box and sign up. Signing up is free, and then you too can save during the Sephora Holiday Savings event. Now, if you are a new sign up, you will start off at the Insider tier. And the event for insiders is 10% off your purchase. Some exclusions do apply. And for you, the event will begin November 3rd and run through November 7th. The next tier up from insiders is VIB members. And VIB members will receive 15% off from November 1st to November 7th. And I do think I already said this, but Rouge members receive 20% off their purchase. Again, some exclusions do apply. And this is a multi-use code. The code is SAVINGS. Once again, the offer is unlimited use in-store or online in the US and Canada, and also at Sephora's within Kohl stores. You can get free shipping on all orders with no minimum. I personally make very good use of the buy online, pick up in store option, and also the same day delivery they offer in some locations. They do have it where I live in Las Vegas, and let me tell you, I have used it many times. Now, if you didn't catch all that, everything will be listed down below in the description box. I almost forgot to mention that from October 28th to November 7th, throughout the entirety of the Holiday Savings event, all tiers can receive 30% off Sephora collection products. So now that you have all the pertinent information regarding the Sephora Holiday Savings event, it's time to get on to my recommendations. I upload a Sephora recommendations video every year, twice a year, and I will never hesitate to let you know that my video is in partnership with Sephora. I am so grateful that they continue to want to work with me. I shop at Sephora every week, so I honestly feel very lucky to work with them. But please rest assured that my recommendations are 100% my recommendations. If you are a regular viewer of mine, you're going to see that right off the bat. Most of my recommendations are products that you have seen me talk about on my channel before. And for this year's recommendations video, I decided to do my own little spin on my friend Stephanie Marie's recommendations videos. She always talks about the Sephora bestsellers that she thinks are genuinely worth the money. And I have always watched that video and thought, what a great idea. So I did reach out to her and ask if she minded if I kind of copied her recommendations video idea. And thankfully, she was kind enough to say, sure, go for it. After so many years on YouTube, she and I both know that our viewers like to hear about different content creators' perspectives. So without any further ado, I am going to get started sharing with you 15 Sephora bestsellers that I think are totally worth the money, many that have quickly become or have been products I swear by. Beginning with the Cali Ray So Blown Blurring Primer. The full name is actually So Blown Clean Blurring Primer with Collagen Peptides. This is honestly one of the best, if not the best, blurring primers I have ever used. I have very oily skin, large pores, and I have tried so many blurring primers. And while there are some very good ones out there, this one has quickly become my favorite primer that you can purchase at Sephora. Not only does this primer feel extremely silky upon application, it immediately makes my pores seem to disappear. And what makes this one special is that the effect of the diminishing look of the pores, or should I say the complete disappearance of the pores, is actually long lasting. I've tried other blurring primers in the past where the pore blurring and texture blurring effect was there upon first application, but then after a few minutes or once I applied the foundation, it was a whole different story. The blurring effect was completely gone. So I cannot recommend this product enough. Product number 2 has made my recommendations list, I think, every single year. I'm sure some of you are probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but I can't help it. I think this is one of the best foundations on the market. It is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. I have been using this foundation for 15 plus years. It has won so many awards. You can find it in probably 90% of pro makeup artists' kits. And the reason is because the coverage and finish, at least in my experience, is second to none. It makes my skin look completely flawless without being heavy feeling or appearing mask-like. Armani Beauty did expand the shade range, I think a few years ago, and now there really is a shade for everybody. Today I used the 6.25, which is actually the shade I wear when I've been self-tanning. Oops, I use 5.75 when I haven't been self-tanning. I just grabbed the wrong one this morning when I was doing my makeup to film, but I think it looks okay. I just bring it down my neck and it's all good. Something I mention every time I talk about this foundation, and I do think it's pretty important, is that if you have oily skin, you are definitely going to want to use an oil controlling primer under this product, or just not wear it for a long day. If you are expecting this foundation to last on oily skin from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., I don't really think that's going to happen. But if you have normal to dry skin, you'll be totally fine. It will wear that long for you. It's just us combo to oily skinned people that need to be a little bit more careful. I usually just wear this foundation for either filming or when I have an event in the evening and I want my skin to look perfectly flawless yet natural, but I know I'm only going to be out for around 4 to 5 hours. This is certainly one of my go-tos. All right, before foundation, I probably should have talked about my favorite sunscreen to wear under my foundation, or even on days that I'm not wearing foundation. The Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Also, not the first time I've spoken about this. A couple of weeks ago, I spent 3 days out in the sun at a resort pool. My husband and I were having a staycation here in Las Vegas, down on the Las Vegas Strip. We had some friends in town. It was my son's birthday. My regular viewers know all about that. Anyway, this was the sunscreen that I wore on my face. Of course, I also wore a big hat and sunglasses, but I did not get one little bit of sunburn on my entire face. My husband, who typically, regardless of whatever sunscreen he puts on, always gets a red nose, whether he's in the sun for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Again, even with sunscreen on, he usually gets red. I had him use this. I insisted he use this that weekend, and he did not get a red nose. This product is water and sweat resistant, and it works beautifully under my makeup as well. I don't get any pilling with the foundation. I just can't say enough good things about my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I am pretty much obsessed with all Supergoop sunscreens. I even have the Everyday Lotion SPF 50. I just think they're 100% worth the money. I'm kind of working backwards here. I probably should have started with skincare and then gone to sunscreen and then primer and then foundation, but I apologize. I'm going a little bit out of order. I'm jumping from skin to makeup to fragrance to hair. Anyway, product recommendation number 4 is one that I have spoken about recently in another video. It is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. Again, with the large pores, I am always using whatever product I can find that claims to be the best for refining the look of my pores, keeping my pores unclogged, helping with that cell turnover that slows as we get older. I also find that chemical exfoliating products work far better for me than any type of manual exfoliation, and salicylic acid, which is in this product, is an ingredient that, at least for me, kind of works wonders. I use this on a cotton pad a couple of times per week. It helps with dullness, uneven texture. I have my son who struggles with acne using this product as well. I don't think I would recommend it for anyone with dry skin, but let me know in the comments if you do have dry skin and you've used this product, what you think of it. But if you do have combination to oily skin, acne, dullness, large pores, this has such high ratings for a reason. Okay, let's talk about hair. This is the Way Detox Shampoo. Yes, my bottle is looking a little funky at the moment. I use this product once a week. It is the best at removing product buildup, oils, dirt. It's cruelty-free. It is just so good. Every time I shampoo with this, my hair is fuller, easier to blow dry, and I just feel like it's really getting rid of all of that gunk that may have built up on my scalp. This also has incredibly good reviews for a reason. I have tried many detoxing or clarifying shampoos in the past, and this one is truly the best and totally worth the money. This brand, Way, was created by the celebrity hairstylist Jennifer. I almost said Jennifer Aniston, but it's Jen Atkin. Jen Atkin is the celebrity hairstylist that created Way, and she has done such a good job with it. I also really love their body scrub. Now, in case you're wondering how I selected these products as best sellers, what I did was I went to the Sephora.com main page and I just clicked on best sellers. And that gives you the best sellers in every category. But then I went to each category individually, like makeup, skincare, hair, and picked my favorites from there. But then I also took it even further and went to eyeshadow palettes and chose my favorites from the best sellers there. And then I did the same for lip products and blush. You get the idea. So that is how I ultimately chose these products from best sellers. I think my hair came out pretty good today. I did use my Way Detox shampoo, and then I used this new to me product from Briogeo. This is the Don't Despair Repair Rice Water Protein and Moisture Strengthening Treatment. It contains no harsh sulfates, silicones, or parabens. It has been quite a while since I used any sort of protein treatment on my hair. And because I recently started using, I know, I am so late to the party on this product, but I recently started using the Don't Despair Repair mask, and I was blown away by it. It made my hair so soft and silky. It's just amazing. So when I read the incredible reviews that this product was receiving, I knew I wanted to try it. So I used this in the shower after shampooing my hair. I left it on for about 30 minutes. You can leave it on longer than that. You can leave it on overnight. Like I think I just said, I've been leaving it on for about 30 minutes. And then after I rinsed this out, I did as the directions recommended, and I applied the Briogeo mask and left that on for a few minutes and then rinsed it out. And I feel like my hair definitely looks healthier. It's shinier. It has a really nice softness to it. This product is vegan. It's for all hair types. It helps to repair damage like split ends and breakage. Clearly, I highlight my hair, which is pretty damaging, as I think we all know. So I'm always looking for reparative type of products. And even though I've been pretty faithful to the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner for a while, I think because I've had such good luck with the Briogeo mask and this product that I might try the shampoo and conditioners as well. Okay, remember I said I was sort of bouncing around from different categories? Well, I'm bouncing back to face products. I have to tell you about a Sephora collection product that I finally caved and purchased and have quickly fallen in love with. I have been seeing the Sephora collection number 70 foundation buffing brush being raved about here on YouTube for a long time now. And now it's being raved about a lot on TikTok. And I finally, I caved. And I decided that even though I consider myself more of a sponge foundation applicator type of person, I needed to at least try this. And I'm sold. I'm convinced. This brush applies my foundation so beautifully. It doesn't look streaky. It gives me just the right amount of coverage. I'm not much of a powder foundation wearer, but this works beautifully with the powder foundations I do use occasionally. But I love it for cream, I love it for liquid. It works perfectly with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, all of these Sephora collection products are going to be 30% off during the holiday savings event. So you will be able to purchase this brush for around $21. All right, what product number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so products number 8 and 9 are both eyeshadow palettes. If you're anything like me, during the savings event, I like to splurge on things that I have been holding off on purchasing because they're a little bit more pricey. So when I saw that two of my current favorite eyeshadow palettes were on the Sephora bestsellers list, I knew I had to talk about them. I knew I had to recommend them because I am just crazy about both. The first one is the Huda Beauty Empowered Palette. This one hasn't been out for very long. I've only had it for about a week and I can't stop using it. I did use it today. I know a lot of you are probably bummed that I'm not wearing one of these gold shades right here, but I did post a TikTok the other day when I went out for dinner with some of my other YouTuber friends. I did use this palette. What was so funny is that three of us, myself and two other YouTubers, we all showed up to dinner wearing the same palette. Michelle Wong looked at me and she said, "Are you wearing the Huda Beauty Empowered palette?" And I said, "Yes." And she's like, "Me too." And Samantha March was like, "Me too." Now I was telling them that I did have a little bit of an issue with this gold shade. I got quite a bit of fallout and the two of them were like, we didn't have that problem. So of course I had to try it again. And I find that if I use one of the creamier bases underneath this stunning, sparkling, vibrant gold shade, I don't get the fallout that I got the first time when I didn't put a cream product under it first. I mean, let's just take a closer look at this. And then speaking of beautiful sparkle, this Pat McGrath palette, I can't get enough of it. This one is called Moonlit Seduction. I do own a couple other Pat McGrath Mothership palettes, but this is the one I find myself reaching for the most. Well, if I compare to how often when I first got those other palettes, I reached for those, to how many times I've reached for this since I purchased it, there's just no comparison. I find myself grabbing this all the time, especially for that weekend I was telling you about earlier where I had a staycation and I was going to the pool every day and then I was going out to a nice dinner every night. And when I go out to a nice dinner, I like to get really glammed up, and this palette is perfect for that. If you like to get glammed up, and even if you don't, there are some great neutral matte shades in here. If you have not yet tried a Pat McGrath Mothership eyeshadow palette for yourself, the Sephora Holiday Savings Event is the perfect time to do so. So those are my two eyeshadow bestsellers that I think are definitely worth the money. I think if you purchase either of those, you will be extremely happy. Let's move on to what some might consider a controversial product. People either love the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand or they're just kind of underwhelmed by it. As you can see here, I have gone through three of them. I love this product. Do I love the packaging of it? No, I don't. But this is the most perfect contour shade for my skin tone. And I have a lot of cream contour products. I own a ton of liquid contour products, cream contour products, and being that I have gone through three of them, I think you can tell that this is the one I reach for a lot. I find it extremely easy to blend. I do prefer to blend it out with a brush versus a sponge. And again, even though I don't love this sort of twist and squeeze packaging, I just deal with it because I think the product inside is so good. Okay, up next is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Ever since these came out, I have been singing their praises. I own all of these shades. The one I used today is called Joy. Unfortunately, when I thought I was recording the footage of me applying this product, I wasn't. I hadn't pressed record. So I'm just adding a little bit more to show you how a little bit goes such a long way. You literally just want to take the tiniest dot of this product and then blend it out. This could quite possibly be one of the most concentrated liquid blushes I've ever tried in my life, which means that you are going to have this for a really, really, really long time. I did another video maybe 2 or 3 months ago called Products I Can't Get Enough of, I Want More. And in that video, I talked about products that I just own so many of, so many different shades in because I love it so much. And this was in that video. I am addicted to these Rare Beauty blushes. Up next is a product from Fenty Beauty. I've got to give it to Fenty. They make some beautiful highlighters. This is called the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighting Duo, and this is my personal favorite, called Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. And I did pop a little bit of this product over the Soft Pinch Blush Enjoy, just so you could see how it looks. You can layer these products together. You can wear this alone. You can obviously wear this alone. What I like about this is that I don't have to use a separate highlighter when I wear this. It has a beautiful glow to it because it's technically called a highlighter, but it's a highlighting blush for those of us with lighter skin. And this color story, these two shades are just so beautiful. I waited a long time to purchase this product. I had heard about it. I've seen other people use it in tutorials. I always thought it was very pretty, but this is another product that content creators on TikTok ultimately convinced me to purchase. All right, as you can see by the amount of lip liners I own, I really like the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip pencils. I have been talking about two shades in particular, Iconic Nude and Pillow Talk, for I think 6 years at least, whenever Charlotte Tilbury first launched her line here in the US. Actually, I don't know if Pillow Talk came out right when her line launched. I think I started with Iconic Nude. I've got Super Size Me, which is the one I'm currently wearing, Pillow Talk Original, Pillow Talk Medium, Hot Gossip, Pink Venus. You know, the only one I think I'm missing is Foxy Brown. I mean, what can I say about these lip liners? They're creamy, they're long wearing in my experience. Charlotte Tilbury has come up with a very comprehensive shade range. There is a shade in this lip cheat range for everybody, whether you want a My Lips But Better lip pencil like Pillow Talk or Hot Gossip, or if you have darker skin, Foxy Brown, or perhaps you're going for that 90s lip look, in which case I would definitely get Iconic Nude and maybe Kim KW lipstick or Penelope Pink lipstick. Let's be honest, I love most things Charlotte Tilbury, but if I had to choose her top 3 standout products in the range, the lip cheats would definitely be in there. When it comes to lip gloss, I am slowly but surely turning into a Tower 28 gloss addict. I now have 4 shades: Oat, Sesame, Cashew, and Coconut. I already mentioned that I am wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Super Size Me, and then I top that liner with this Tower 28 lip gloss in Coconut. It's such a pretty kind of neutral pink. These glosses are so smooth when they go on. They're extremely shiny. They don't feel thick or heavy or sticky. They've got apricot kernel oil, raspberry seed oil, rosehip oil, which contains vitamins A and E, so they protect lips against damage and free radicals. They help protect against environmental aggressors and promote cell repair. So not only are they beautiful on the lips, but they are good for your lips as well. My final best seller from Sephora that I think is totally worth the money is a fragrance. It is a fragrance that I have been using for years now, probably 5 or 6, maybe even 7. I remember first seeing this bottle, which is a stiletto. This is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl fragrance. I spotted this in a duty-free shop while on a cruise, and I didn't even care what it actually smelled like. I knew I wanted it just for the bottle. My eyes went right to it. I ran over, I told my husband, I don't even care what this smells like. I'm buying it just to have on my vanity. But thankfully, when I did spray it, I actually really liked what was inside. By the way, this is the Eau de Parfum spray, and this is where the sprayer is. It smells so good. The 1.7 ounce size retails for $103, but remember, if you are Rouge, you can purchase it for 20% off. If you are a VIB member, you can get it for 15% off. And if you are an insider, you can purchase it for 10% off, which when you're talking about something that's over $100, it's a nice savings. Because I am horrible at describing fragrances, I am going to read a little bit of the description for you. Good Girl is a sensual, evocative fragrance born of the beautiful contradictions of the ever-present duality of modern women and modern life. Both freshly light and moodily dark, this innovative fragrance captures a woman's wondrous complexity with surprising and exceptional ingredients. The sweet, alluring qualities of jasmine give Good Girl its brightness and femininity. The darker side is created with richly fragrant cocoa and intoxicating tonka. Almond and coffee bring the scent its immediate vibrancy. Tuberose extracted in a new way that creates a rich delicacy is the fragrance's wild card, bringing fluidity and femininity. Good Girl exemplifies the effortless elegance and wit of the House of Herrera. So obviously you do have to like a warm floral, and as we know, fragrance is so personal. Just because I love this fragrance and it works on me doesn't mean you're going to love it, but this is a Sephora bestseller. The reviews are amazing. So if you haven't tried it yet, I suggest maybe going into Sephora and seeing if you can get a sample, spraying it on your body and wearing it around for a little bit. And who knows, you may love it just as much as I and many others do. Well, there you go. Those are 15 Sephora bestsellers that I adore. I think are totally worth the money. I swear by many of them. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Once again, all the information you need regarding how to sign up to become a Beauty Insider member and all of the important dates to keep in mind, as well as the promo code, that will all be down below in the description box. I will also have all of these products linked. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button and join the Risa Does Makeup family. We would love to have you. I also post more content over on TikTok and Instagram under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.